We're at Nokomis Beach, one of 8 here in Sarasota County, where elevated levels of red tide were detected this week. When the wind blows, a few people told us they had minor throat irritation, but for the most part, people out here weren't bothered by the algae bloom. Choppy surf and murky water. The conditions not stopping people from enjoying the evening at Nokomis Beach.
We've been out since Sunday and swimming every day. We haven't had any issues that I'm aware of.
Just a little cold in the wind, and other than that, it's been great.
The Department of Health in Sarasota County issued an alert Wednesday about elevated counts of red tide detected in water samples. Signs are now posted at 8 local beaches, warning folks the toxic algae bloom is present.
We were kind of wondering whether or not we were going to get red tide.
Dr. David Tomasco with the Sarasota Bay Estuary Program says he believes this bloom was triggered by Hurricane Ian and the nutrient load draining into our nearshore waters.
The wind knocks a bunch of vegetation off of trees, and then, that vegetation can decompose, and that can kind of create problems because that's a nutrient load that goes out in our rivers.
See these yellow and white dots? Those are the beaches where the microorganism that causes red tide has been found. So far, the concentrations are low and very low, meaning beachgoers could have mild respiratory irritation to the eyes, nose, and throat.
Most people won't even notice that. When you get to those higher moderate categories, then some people become, affected by it.
Red tide blooms produce toxins that kill marine life and chokes the shore. Thankfully, there have been no reports of dead fish recently. Experts say the big unknown is what happens next. Does the red tide get worse, or do the winds push the organisms away from our coastline?
Our wind, has an awful lot to do with it, but so does our nutrient loads, and our nutrient loads just were sky high just a few weeks ago.
I am concerned because what it will do to the tourism and what it will do as far as people, afraid of the water, and they'll make plans to go elsewhere.
The Department of Health says you should not swim around dead fish. And if you have respiratory problems or symptoms from the bloom, officials recommend staying away from the beaches with red tide. Reporting at Nokomis Beach, Catherine Hawley, Fox 13 News.